Hello, 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 and welcome to ER Emotional Response. This is Life Coaching with Ink Ivory. Hi, how are you doing? I know all is well because you have ears that you can hear, a brain that can process everything, and limbs to move. Things are going well, and sometimes we lose sight of how good things are going based on missing the small things that count. And I can even speak that about myself. Sometimes I lose sight of how good things are going when I lose sight of the little things. There are always going to be things in your life that you want to improve on and get better at. However, just remember, in your situation, there's someone looking afar, or not even looking afar from at your situation, but just in another place in the world, wishing they had at least part of your situation. So for you to have the full situation that you have, there's always something to be thankful for. Let me break it down to you. There's a homeless person right now wishing they were in warm quarters like you, in the privacy of their room, under heat, under blankets like you. And we're not looking at the decisions that got them there or what they deserve or don't deserve. Look at what you should be thankful for. And I'm saying this and being thankful as I'm talking about it, because there is a homeless person looking and wanting privacy, not being in a shelter, being in their own quarters of their house, under warmth, heat that they can control. The richness. This is the richness of life. Money can come and go. And let me not take away that it's good to have money. It's good. It's not a sin. It's not the devil. It's good. Money equates to opportunity and freedom. However, it's not the only answer in life. There are richness in life that you have in your situation that others don't have. And I'm not talking even about the creature comforts, because the creature comforts is like icing on a cake. I'm talking about the bare minimum, where you have clean socks. Where you can go in your bathroom and turn on a shower and run hot water, not cold, not used, not in a pond, washing yourself. Not washing it, but washing yourself. I make errors, and I'm very comfortable in admitting when I make an error. And knowing that there's a lot to be grateful for. And so, before we even dive into this podcast, I just want to take a couple seconds to make you realize the richness. You have air to breathe. Some people are on life support. The richness. May this, as you hear my voice, calm any anger, any dissatisfaction, any tension, any turmoil, any stress. Because you're going to reach your goal. But you have to change your frequency. You have to change your frequency. And frequency, I mean the energy that you're sending out The energy that you're sending out into the universe should be positive, should be on a stream of gratefulness. You have God-given talent that you're just naturally good at doing. Be grateful. Some people are walking around confused. Some people are just doing a 9 to 5 and doing the same ritual week after week, month after month, year by year. And it pays bills, but they don't know what they really called to be on in this lifetime. Neither have they took the time out. But you have. Be grateful. And you're living through it. Be grateful. Circumstances and situations are in your life, and you could be disgruntled about it. But catch yourself, and be grateful. The job and the flexibility that you have, and I'm speaking to myself because I have multiple things that I have spinning on my plate just to stay afloat. Be grateful, because if certain things is not on your plate, you're not able to do the things that you're able to do. So you have to remain grateful. Catch yourself. It's only human. It's only human for you to have moments of downtime in your countenance. It's only normal to be fixated on things that keep happening bad, because it just keeps reoccurring. But you have to be grateful. You have to set aside that stuff, because it's not going to go anywhere. But your attitude can. You can feel good about you. You can love yourself a little more and choose an attitude, a feeling, an emotion that's more beneficial for you. That's where self-love kicks in. That's where self-love kicks in. So, may that segment speak to a lot of people right now. May you be inspired to be grateful. May you be moved to change your frequency and the energy that you are sending out. Tonight, I want to be present with the right now and talk about the holidays and embracing the holidays and the emotions around the holidays. It's so many emotions to cover. And I think it plays a significant role in it. Your emotional management plays a significant role in how much you will enjoy the holidays. This can be a very critical time for some. This can be a very casual time for others. And so you want to remain present and present with each encounter you have. And by that, I mean how you view things is one way, but be in touch with how other people view things as well. It might be a matter of you just sitting at the table and eating food, but others, it plays a significant role in their end of the year, because the rest of the year they wasn't around anyone. Now they have an excuse, and not necessarily as an excuse like, oh, okay, oh well, like that type of attitude, like, oh, okay, let me do this. But they joyfully anticipate the holidays because now they can be around people. Now they can set work aside and be present with those that they really care about. And so, as we approach this holiday, which is Thanksgiving, whether you celebrate it or not, my best and my biggest encouragement I could give you is just remain present. Whether it means something to you or not means something to you. Be sensitive to those around you. And be sensitive to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's just a holiday. It will come and go. And let me say this before I dive into the emotional part. Let it inspire you to not just wait till Thanksgiving to come around family. May you take the initiative to have dinner and invite others over. It might be the beginning of rebuilding a rapport with a cousin, an aunt, a sister, a brother, a mother or father. It might be the beginning, but it starts somewhere. You know, statistically they say eating with someone is more intimate than a sexual encounter. Eating with someone is more intimate than a sexual encounter. When you think about that, when you're sitting across the table and you're eating with someone, there is an exchange of thoughts and emotions. That are not pressured to be exposed. They are naturally themselves. It takes a lot for someone to portray a role, so there is exceptions to the rule where people come to family events and they put on a face. And what I mean by that, they portray to be something that they're really not. For self-protection, to hide things that they don't want the family to know, whatever the case may be. There are exceptions, but on a majority rule, it's an exchange of thoughts and emotions in a setting where even though you're dressing up for Thanksgiving, you're a lot less formal. It's not like a business meeting. You have a relaxed posture. Your face is more inviting. Those things count. And so my biggest encouragement is to remain present during that. Now, a lot of times during the holidays, unresolved issues stir up. Unresolved issues stir up. And we confuse important with urgent. And let me get a clear definition. Though the feeling and the intensity behind the feeling makes it critical and important to you, it's not urgent. And by that I mean discussing things, sharing things around